traders. For today's analysis, I decided to cover USD versus Canadian dollar, and I think there is a good opportunity here for the upside movement today. And I will speak and I will go through different time frames, and I will also combine with the market profile and tell you my reason behind this bullish idea. So I will start with the daily time frame first. So we'll do the top-down approach. So we'll start from the higher time frames, and then we'll go and check lower time frames and see what will be the objective picture of that market, that symbol, in this case of the USD versus Canadian dollar. So as I mentioned a few days ago, we did have a strong upside movement last week on the USD versus Canadian dollar, and this week basically this is more the tone for this week is more like a pullback mode. We got a 2 days high to low, 3 days of doji. Yesterday what they tried buyers tried to move this higher, but they didn't have so much power. We got a higher high and higher low, but not so much a price action, to be honest, more like a doji candle. And today we're still fully inside of this previous day range. But from my perspective, this is just building more buyers in, to be honest, and I can expect a further upside movement, probably the price to revisit the previous day high at 1.2340, and then even try it as this 4-day high at 1.2400. So there's plenty of potential here for this rally based on the daily time frame. Again, strong momentum in the background from upside and potential end of the downside correction in the last 4 days. Now, what we got intraday speaking, I will show in the 15-minute time frame. We got basically potential completion of this downside correction. So we got this downside leg that happened yesterday at the end of the Europe session. We got this initial down leg. There was an ABC and the second down leg, which is happening all day long this morning. So, and during the Tokyo session and this morning, we got this downside leg. Now, there is one thing here. The last few hours, basically on the USD Canadian dollar, the sellers actually lost their interest, and we can see that through the bull divergence on the 310 oscillator. There was this tight channeling mode and the downside tight channeling mode, and we got a breakout of that initial, and there was this is like a pullback that happened on CAD to retest this channeling mode, and now we see the buyers are still fighting for the retake again, and this seems like this process here looks like the accumulation process in the last few hours which can bring us at least to the 1.2228, 1.2340. So I definitely see this like a very attractive condition this morning for this rally actually to happen. So we combined higher time frames and lower time frames. We saw condition is pretty much that we got potential exhaustion from sellers. We saw it's on the daily. There is also this looks like a pullback. So we got we got good pieces of the puzzle in our favor and in favor for the bull side. Now, if I go to the market profile, and let me just show you my market profile. I will using the MT4 platform in InstaForex. We got this profile. So this is the current week right there on the left. This is the current day right there, right here. So we can see basically that we got a important ledge, the lower ledge. We have the upper ledge here, and the price is trying to break out this one. We already tried to trade into this zone here, but there is a big fight here. Still, it's a single distribution profile so far, but I can see this like potential for the further upside movement towards a 1.2345, 1.2380. So I see it based on the profile. We spend enough time on the lower area here, so I think the upside movement is pretty possible. So my suggestion will be basically to watch definitely for buying opportunities. I guess this idea will be invalid if we take this low at 1.2284. If we take that yesterday's low in the US session, probably this idea will be invalid and we can go into more noisy environment. So that'll be all for today. Have a good weekend and see you next week.